with due respects to Sage Jaimini and Sage Parashara, and also to the gurus who taught me astrology, I start today's class. In last week's class, we learned about some of the basics of Jaimini. So this week, we start learning Arudhas in Jaimini Astrology. Okay, let me share the screen with you all. I hope all of you are able to see the screen now. This class is specifically, I'm exclusively focusing on Jaimini Arudhas. Each Arudha corresponds to each house of 12 houses in the natal horoscope. So the Arudha, the Lagna is called as Arudha Lagna. It is also called as Pada Lagna, and it is also called as Arudha. Simply we will call it as Arudha. Arudha of second house is called as Kosha Arudha. We study money and family from this house. Arudha of third house is Bhatrupada, also called as Vikramapada. So we study brothers and say somewhere around the software related jobs that are also included here. Next, Arudha 4, that is also called as Vahanapada. We study mother, house, buildings, real estate, vehicles from this Arudha. Here I'm mentioning only few of the Karakattvas. There are so many matters that we can read from these Arudhas that I will let you know in the due course as and when the situation arises. As of now, for your just understanding, I'm telling all these things. Okay, Arudha fifth house, it is also called as Putrapada or Mantrapada. From this house, we study children, education, intellect, Upasana, and Mantra Sadhana from this house. Arudha of sixth house is called as Shatrupada. We call diseases, disputes, and enemies, Ripu, Roga, and Runa. That is what we study from this house. Arudha of seventh house, it is also called as Dharapada. It basically studies wife. Not only wife, it is a typo there. It studies about spouse and business. Arudha of eighth house is also called as Mrityupada or Rogapada. See, sixth house also studies diseases, but this house studies about chronic diseases, death, etc., sudden benefits, something like death benefits, insurance policies, and all. Arudha of ninth house is also called as Bhagyapada, father rituals. That is what we study from this house. Arudha of 10th house is also called as Rajyapada or Vrittipada, profession, position and power. That is what we study from this Arudha. This is the most important Arudha of all of the natal chart. Arudha 11th house is also called as Labhapada. We study gains from this Arudha. Arudha of 12th house, it is also called as Upapada Lagna. So first house is called as Arudha, A1 is called as Arudha Lagna, and 12th is called as Upapada Lagna. Here also we study wife, children, co-borns, etc. from this Arudha. Here I have given the different alternative names with which we call Arudhas. A1, Arudha Lagna, Pada Lagna. A2, that is also called as Dhana Arudha. Vritti Pada, Dhana Pada, or Vitta Pada. Then they are the other names. As you can see the other names, you can note down the other names. I'm not going to read all the names. Now the question arises how to calculate Arudhas. While calculating Arudhas, there are two different methods generally we follow. Here I will explain you as of now. For the time being, I will explain you one method. So as and when the time comes, as in the situation demands, I will explain you the other method as well. But for the time being, all of you follow this method. There are so many other versions. That is what I want to tell you. This discussion is whether this method is correct or that method is correct. This discussion is never ending one. So you, as of now, for our subject matter purposes, I am following this method. Say, for example, we have to calculate Lagna Arudha. First, we calculate Arudha for Lagna. That is also called as Lagna Arudha. Say, you consider Lagna is Jaimini. Let us assume that our Lagna is Jaimini and Lagna Lord is Mercury. So Mercury is posited in, say, for example, Mercury is posited in Virgo. So he moved 4 houses. So again from Virgo you count 4 houses, that is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius will be our Arudha Lagna. So next house is Moon. Say Moon is posited in, say for example, say he is posited in Leo. Second house is Cancer. The Lord is Moon. Say let us say Moon is posited in Leo. That is second of Cancer and Leo, and from Leo you count 2 houses, Leo in Virgo, Leo, the next comes Virgo, so Virgo will be your Aurora 2, A2. Okay, next comes the house of Leo, the house of Sun. Say you assume that Sun is posited there in the Leo itself, so you counted only 1 house, so Leo will be your Aurora 3. This is how we have to calculate Arudhas for all the remaining padas. Here I have given one example chart. Here I have given one example chart, and this is how I will explain you how to calculate Arudhas. Say here, this is Arudha. How to example chart? Say first of all, this is Arudha Lagna. This is Lagna. As per this is Parasari method, the Sagittarius is Lagna. So Lagna Lord is Jupiter. Jupiter is positioned in 7th house. So again count 7 houses from Gemini. So that ends in Sagittarius. Sagittarius again. So here Arudha Lagna is also the Sagittarius. Lagna is also the Sagittarius. So let us say Saturn. Next house is of Saturn. Saturn is in 12th house from Capricorn. So again count 12 houses from Sagittarius. So that ends in Scorpio. So the Scorpio will be our A2. So next Lord comes, again it is Saturn Aquarius. Saturn is put in 11 houses, that is in Sagittarius. So Aquarius Lord is Saturn, and Saturn is positioned in Sagittarius. So again you count 11 houses from Sagittarius, that ends up in Libra. So this is how you have to calculate all Arudhas for every sign. This is what I want to tell you. In next class, we take up Karakas, Jaimini Karakas. Today's class we end up here. Thank you for watching.